Have you asked this question anytime to Kapil Dev or Sunil Gavaskar? Why don't you play on the ground?
नहीं नहीं मैं आपको इसीलिए क्योंकि आप डायरेक्शन कर चुके हो.
Correct. वो भी तो play कर चुके हैं, century बना चुके हैं.
जी.
You see, everybody grows in his life.
Right.
After every 10 years, he grows and he takes a leap.
जी.
I produced 42 films as a producer. I directed 19 movies as a director out of 14, out of 19, 14, 15 of blockbusters. Right? Then I created a film school for the younger generation, where I had to share my knowledge, money, experience with them. So that was equal to making 25 movies for me. Because today we have thousands of students are working in the media companies and production companies. There are many directors, actors working today. So why I have to drag myself back to कि सुभाष जी आप एक काम करिए 500 मीटर की रेस में क्यों नहीं भाग लेते? I will do that. The actor is never old. You're right, but there has to be a right script, right time, right things to happen. Not today. This time, I got an opportunity by the Z Studio to produce few movies for OTT as well as the cinema.
Right.
And there was a lockdown time. Lockdown time में क्या था कैसे को why not to pick up a story for the lockdown time only.
Right.
Pandemic में जो lockdown हुआ है उसी की कहानी बनाते हैं मैंने कहा और उसी की कहानी बन गई 36 Farmhouse is the story during May 2020 when the first lockdown was there, when the labor was migrating from Mumbai to villages. Then I imagined, I said, okay, if I take this story, how if some of the migrant labor enter into a very rich house on the way, a rich farmhouse in the way, and they get a job. And I started writing a story. Okay, there is a farm and there is a father. Both enter into the farmhouse from a different gates to get the job, but with a different intention.
Right.
Because when the father like played by Sanjay Mishra and son played by Amol Parashar, when they enter into, they find okay, there's so many diamonds lying on the bed, lying here and there. I can just pick up one and make my life. They are super rich people.
Right.
So their intention is to steal because they need it with their housing problem. There is so much financial problems they have. But what they find is in the story, they find that these super rich people are bigger stealer. They are a bigger criminal than us because they are cutting each other's throat. So they say, hello, there is no family values here. There is an old lady, mother, she has got 3 big sons, big bows, and what are they doing? They just want to strangle the old lady. कि भाई ये मकान हमको दे दो, ये फार्म हाउस हमको दे दो. So there is a very hilarious situation when these people watch their play, and these people, we are being watched by these new servants over there. And there's a lot of hide and seek game, a lot of comedy and entertainment happen in that house. That you start keeping, though it starts with the murder mystery, but you start laughing with the characters, what is happening there. And then my team of the younger writers, we have 7 writers in Mukta Story Lab. We started interacting with each other. We enjoyed it during the lockdown. चलो कहानी लिखते हैं, एक कैरेक्टर लिख के हमारे 7-8 कैरेक्टर ब्यूटीफुल कलरफुल बन गए. Then we started casting. So we casted 2 veterans like Vijay Raj ji and Sanjay Mishra ji. Super actors. And then we casted new generation like Flora Saini, like Ishita Deshmukh, Amol Parashar, Barkha Singh. And the younger generation is beautiful. They are wonderful performers, wonderful actors, so professional, so honest, so update. It was a delight for me to work in 36 Farmhouse because I also rediscovered myself. I rediscovered that I can write lyrics. I discovered myself that I can compose music.
But sir, आप तो musically पहले से inclined हो. आपके कौन से गाने right from कर्ज तो खलनायक से लेके कौन से गानों में वो रिफ्रेन नहीं है जो हमेशा, जैसे माय नेम इज लखन हो, जो एक कैच वर्ड होता है, हर एक every other song of yours which has become such a super hit is known for that line, including Jai Ho, which was later used.
So I even wrote in this 36 Farmhouse, so I wrote a line for Sanjay Mishra, mind your business और आगे निकल.
हाँ, वो हरिहरन साहब से
हरिहरन जी ने गाया.
जी,
You know, so I wrote one love song and one chirpy dancing song for Sanjay Mishra, and I discovered that today technology is available. You know?
Right.
And if you have a sense of music, if you have a sense, it becomes your nature, because music is my nature, writing is my nature, poetry is my nature.
Yeah.
It became easy for me associating myself with the younger generation from whistling boots, and it became easy for me to computer technology. We could do that.
Right.
And we finished the picture within 6 months. Everything was done.
Right.
We are happy about it.
Yeah. So basically, I was wanting to speak to you more about this hook line that comes so naturally to you. I'm sure in the past you've not written the full song, but the hook line is a line that you have given, and then Anand Bakshi Saab, the other composers have taken. I mean, writers have taken it further. How does that? It's just
because I could always watch my filmmaker, senior filmmakers, whether it was Mughal Azam or it was a Roti Kapda Makan or many films, Sholay, where there are few dialogues, you know, which became the fashion of the society.
Right.
आदमी थे या कहाँ था ना, all these small मेरे पास माँ है, तो मेरे भी कालीचरण में दिल्ली को कहते हैं बुजी को. So I've been writing dialogues also of my scripts.
Right.
So I have always a knack of writing pun. Let's call a pun and a punch of dialogue writer, which can be really be a favorite to the masses of people as an entertaining lines. Right. So I always preferred entertaining lines. So when I was writing scripts, I normally write music and lyrics also, along with at least the Mukhada part of it. So I used to go to Anand Bakshi Saab, my favorite veteran. ये कैरेक्टर जो है राम लखन का, ये कहता है माय नेम इज लखन. इसका एक एटीट्यूड है, हर बात में इसको इंग्लिश बोलने की आदत है ना. तो बोलते हैं ये मुखड़ा बनाते हैं इसको, माय नेम इज लखन, चलो यही करते हैं. फिर एजी उन्होंने लिखा, फिर लाइक मैं नायक नहीं खलनायक हूं मैं. I said कि the person he says जी हाँ मैं हूँ खलनायक, go to hell. उसका एटीट्यूड ऐसा है. हर कर्म अपना करेंगे वतन तेरे लिए. मैंने वो लिख के मैंने लक्ष्मी जी को दिया, उन्होंने 5 मिनट में उसकी ट्यून बना दी, गाना बन. बिकॉज यू आर ए राइटर, एज ए डायलॉग राइटर ऑल्सो, एंड स्टोरी राइटर एंड स्क्रीनप्ले राइटर. सो यू राइट समथिंग वेरी अट्रैक्टिव इन बिटवीन, एंड यू अंडरस्टैंड द सिचुएशंस. So that's why it was easy for my music composer, Lakshmikant Parelal, A.R. Rahman, Anand Bakshi, what I am saying, where I am coming from. Right. So my songs should look the integral part of my movie. That was my always a motive. Right. So आपने खुद कहानी लिखी है तो खुद कहानी लिख सकते हैं. Not that I am going to be professional कि मैं दूसरों की फिल्में लिखने शुरू करूँगा. I will rediscover, I make my films, I will write my films. And I may employ my senior professional also for composing music. It is not the end of it. कि भाई मैं बस मुझको आ गया है. You keep trying.
Yeah. And the fact that Mohabbat is such a sweet song. It's so beautiful, so lyrical, and so mellifluous. And Sonu ji, who's now in Dubai, sent him a message saying that I heard the song and I'm going to interview you.
So good, nice. He had brought the song in a different level altogether. Because I sent him a message, I have made this under lockdown with a lot of limitations, and see that if you like it, can you lend your voice? And he wrote to me, Subhash Ghai, I love the song and I'm going to do that. And he recorded on his own in his studio and sent me the voice. And also sent me a compliment, Subhash Ghai, this song is going to be places. And he recommended one producer also, make the boss. We have a great bonding together, myself and with many singers, many actors, but Sonu is also very special to me, to my heart. And so it happened with Hariharan ji also. Hariharan ji, लोग मुझे कहने कि आप ये गाना नहीं गा सकते, ये चरपी सॉन्ग है, ये सॉन्ग इज लाइक माय नेम इज लखन. तो आपको मैं दे रहा हूँ, जब आप क्लासिकल मूड में चले गए हैं, मोड में हैं और ब्लू म्यूजिक बना रहे हैं या दूसरा बना रहे हैं, तो ये आपके लिए चैलेंज है. तो मैं आपको चैलेंज देता हूँ, बिकॉज आई बिलीव दैट यू कैन सिंग दिस सॉन्ग. Okay. He started laughing. He said, send me. Then he really tried and he sent me, and I was very happy. I said, oh God, this man has taken this challenge and sung as good as any new boy would sing with the same energy.
The voice doesn't age at all, right? The voice is the same.
Voice
And याद है सोनू जी के कॉन्सर्ट में उन्होंने बताया था कि ये दिल दीवाना जो गाना है was his first song where he has a young actor enacting him. Otherwise तब तक के सारे गाने में वो बहुत बुजुर्ग लोगों के voice हुआ करते थे. So he said, finally I got a song which was me, which was my age.
Yes, yes.
In his concerts he always says this about
He is very honest to himself. He is very frank, bold guy. I like him in a way.
Right. Of course, writing for a web film is would be different than writing it for big screen.
Every medium has a different grammar. Every platform has a different grammar and space. Like you write for a television series, serials are different, series are different, short films, documentaries, and movies for small screen are different. What I have been writing is movies for the home screen, 36 Farmhouse, you see. Because it has its own limitation. It doesn't have an interval, one. It doesn't, you can't speak story through big visuals. Cinema, you have to speak through big visual, big sound. Here you have to speak through characters, in interior of the characters. You have to go to the interior of the character and interior of the story issues, where people are attracted to the whole issue, whole conflict. Cinema में तो आप 6 गाने खुल के बोलिए, भाग के बोलिए, 100 डांसर लाइए, पर टेलीविजन में अगर आप 100 डांसर लाएंगे कुछ मजा ही नहीं है. वो तो ऐसा लगेगा वीडियो म्यूजिक देखेंगे. So it has its own glamour, and once you get it, it is wonderful.
Also, every web series का जो end है, it's almost like an interval. It has to be a little intriguing.
तो खुद ही करते हैं इंटरवल, 6 इंटरवल करते हैं कमर्शियल ब्रेक लेके. आप लोग भी कर देते हैं अपना बता के मुझे घर जाना है, मुझे मोबाइल लेना है, मुझे काम पे जाना है. So this interval business on OTT is all under the commandment of the viewer. हमारे कमांड में नहीं थी कि हम इंटरवल करेंगे तो ही आप बाहर जाएंगे खाना खाने.
राइट. तो फिर वो पेस बहुत फास्ट रहता है राइटिंग का. You can't let the attention.
It has to be interesting. Fast does not mean that go on muttering. You can play with the emotion, but it should be interesting. It should hold on. It should hold me on.
Right. And you also mentioned that you wrote about 70 to 80 poems during the lockdown.
Yes. You see, whenever I faced crisis, I used it as an opportunity. Discover myself, rediscover myself. And I started writing poems because कुछ था नहीं करने को. Okay, बैठा हूँ मैं बॉम्बे के टॉवरिंग अपार्टमेंट में. बॉम्बे दिखता है सुना. मेरा स्टडी रूम है. तो क्या करता मैंने, चलो let me write one poem a day on various issues. Song is always subject to the story situation.
Right.
But poem is a thing that what is ideology and philosophy you feel, emotion you understand.
Right.
So I wrote my heart and created more than 65 songs, and I'm going to complete it now 100 poems, I would say. उस सॉन्ग के रूप में है, कोई पोएम के रूप में है, कोई प्रोज के रूप में भी है. But I enjoyed every day during lockdown, and I created something which I'm happy about it.
So you will be also composing those songs into independent music? Yeah.
Yes, I have been composing for the social causes for various NGOs and from some government social causes, missions, initiatives.
आपका तो वो भी था ना शुरुआत से सुन मेरी वो जो
remember in 1993 I had made a video on a song which was composed by Lakshmikant Parelal and written by Javed Akhtar. प्यार की गंगा बहे देश में एक रहे. So I have been doing so many things for social causes because I feel this is my duty and everyone should do it. Nothing big thing. And so I have also written and composed songs for the Election Commission of India. I have written for Environmental Ministry. I have written for Skill India Ministry. So I have been doing because I have a facilities of having a music film school in English language. So I've got a 60, 70 students. So I keep interacting with them. We have actors, we have directors, we have a technician. So it's an easy atmosphere. I live in a world of the young mind, young creative minds. And I enjoy it.
And your director is mentored by you?
Yes, yes, of course. Mentor means I shared my experience, whatever. But I learn a lot from them. I'm saying in this age, I am bigger student than ever I was, because these youngsters are my teachers. I always tell them, okay, then what happened? Okay, why do you think so? I said, what is happening? So they are so wonderful. They are so blunt. They're so open. They are direct. They are not pretentious. Only problem with this is that they are too busy in social media. That make them confused. I tell them, please don't help yourself. Don't do that. Know thyself. Grow yourself first. Don't look at others. Look at yourself. कि मैं कल से better हूँ या नहीं. ये मेरा थोड़ा उनके साथ problem भी रहता और बताता रहता हूँ.
What are the 3 things that you learned from that generation that you have now shed off from your own understanding?
There's nothing. First, I learned that there's nothing called black and white.
Okay.
There's something called gray, and gray of many shades.
Yeah.
This is what I learned from them.
Okay.
That you have to respect every perspective. Second thing.
Right.
No perspective is right and no perspective is wrong. You cannot be judgmental. Right. The second thing was I learned. First is to keep your energy intact. Okay. Energy intact and be direct, be bold in expressing yourself. This is the third thing I learned. Wow. All these 3 things, I have learned it. Now I am mastering it.
Okay. Will we see you in the film? Like every film of yours has a small appearance. Will we
you have to watch 36 Farmhouse.
Okay.
And see if I'm there or not. Okay. Thank you very much talking to you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Lovely meeting you.